I bought a little yellow school bus, minibus. It seats 20 little kids. And we painted it red, white, and blue. My wife Helen gave me a $3,000 budget. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't $3,000, it was a $300 budget. And we pretty much stuck to the budget. What we did was we painted the top blue and the bottom white, and then we used adhesive vinyl to make the stars and to provide the red stripes so it gives a nice clean line. So we put a AC/DC television in here, 1000-watt inverter. We have these racks for fishing, so in case during this trip we just can't resist.
Why did you paint this red, white, and blue?
Well, I got pulled over when it was yellow right after the attack. The weekend after the attack, CHP pulled me over, and he wasn't quite sure that I could have the school bus yellow anymore. And so they gave me 10 days to paint the bus.
But why did you paint freedom on the front?
Well, I travel. My wife and I have been traveling for a little over 2 years now. We've just been on the road for probably about 10 months out of those 2 years.
So Jack, who are you bringing along on this little trip?
I'm bringing my old buddy Mike Struthers from elementary school. I think he was either in my first grade class or kindergarten class. And I'm bringing along my dad, who's 76 years old, who he just got a good result on his prostate cancer test, his PSA, and has been complaining about arthritis for years.
What's your dad's name?
George.
So George, where do you want to go?
I don't know. You guys, where you guys go, I go.
You go, huh?
I'm happy.
Okay, see you in a couple weeks, baby.
Remember?
See you on the 18th.
Bye. 18th?
Okay.
Okay, George, have a good
bye-bye.
trip.
Corn.
Okay.
Yes, have a good trip, Mike.
Bye, Helen.
What's the
See ya.
So what is it that you want to do on this trip, Jack?
I want to learn about how Americans are feeling about what's going on and educate myself more about the way people are in different parts of the states.
My name is Michael Venuta. I am a health club owner in the Napa Valley.
My name is Margaret Garcia. I work in a coffee house.
My name is Sam Menzano. I'm a cafe owner.
Do you consider the U.S. at war?
Yes.
You worried about biological terrorism?
No,
Why not?
it's like the lottery.
Not any more than I was worried about AIDS or skin cancer from global warming or any of the other things.
No, I'm not going to be afraid of biological, chemical, bullets. I'm just not going to be afraid. I refuse to be afraid.
What does freedom mean to you, Sam?
Freedom?
Oh,
Surfing.
my family, unfortunately now we have a plan. Should anything happen, we have a plan. We have a base camp where we're going to meet no matter what happens, whether it be a bomb, biological, chemical, whatever. We are going to meet at a certain destination and know that each and every one of us are okay. And because phone lines may be down, who knows, but we want to see each other and make sure that each and every one of us is all right.
Have you guys rehearsed this contingency plan?
No, but we've gotten together and spoken about it, and I'm sure that rehearsal is nothing but days away.
So you feel okay about going on this trip even though your wife is home pregnant?
Kind of up and down about that, but I think she wants me out here, and I think it's important to go because this is in part for the baby too. So when the baby gets older, he or she will know I was out here doing this.
My name is Tom, and I'm a truck driver. I drive for JB Hunt.
Has your life changed any since September 11th?
Yeah.
How so?
I don't get to hear my regular radio programs. All I hear is the same stuff on the radio. Talk shows are always talking the same crap.
What does freedom mean to you, Tom?
Being able to move around the country any place, anytime.
Get a jackpot.
Orientation. This way.
My name is Otis Grimes.
I'm Dave Kyle, and I'm retired.
Freedom means to me the choice to make your own statements, the choice not to interfere or hurt, cause harm to anybody else, and to walk around and do, as you please, as in not interfering with anybody else's morals.
I've been in Africa. My daughter and I traveled to Kenya, and I know what it is to be under armed guards all the time. The airports are under armed guards constantly, and this has been back in like 91. And freedom is worth any sacrifice we have to do to keep it.
I win $30.
The God-fearing spirit that's in all of us. No man knows what day nor time that God's coming back. The thing about it is we got to be prepared. It's just, a stage of life to get prepared. Show your readiness.
From the pain of our past, from worry about our future. No one can take this freedom from us. No law can stop it, and no power on earth or hell can destroy it. And there is more freedom to come. Every believer will experience ultimate freedom in the resurrection of the dead and in the life of the world to come. Amen.
Haven't seen any highway patrol out here.
Who need it?
Not a single one.
Well, whenever you do something wrong, you see them.
Marv, M-A-R-V. I'm a
Marv.
tour guide Grand Canyon 20 years now.
What does freedom mean to you, Marv?
Being able to come to my national park, which is my heritage, and enjoy it.
Has your life changed since September 11th?
Yeah, my business dropped about 80%.
Do you think the U.S. is at war?
No, it isn't. I
Are
was
you
in
worried
Vietnam. That was a war.
Are you
Who's the enemy?
My name is Stafford Buck. I'm from England. I'm a company director, retired. When you get nations that are very poor and they see that their children, their families are starving to death, which they are, it's a part of human nature to take it out on the biggest target. You have so much wastage here, it's criminal, the amount of food and resources you're wasting. When 9/10 of the world are starving to death, is very wrong, and you should sit back and think about that before you immediately bomb people for the sake.
This is all a fear-controlled drama put on by the media. As long as the American public watches the media, guess what? We're going to create our reality, aren't we? It's time to wake up, folks.
What's your passion in life, Marv? What do you enjoy most?
Educating my guests about the Grand Canyon. Natural wonder of the world. Very spiritual place, very powerful. And the UFO phenomena and conspiracies, what have you. Big on that.
What's for lunch today, George?
Hamburger. Hamburger steak. Hamburger steak and egg.
They've got a point. It's the wrong way to make it. I don't agree with the terrorism, but they are making a point, a valid point. It's one world.
And that point is?
The point is you should share, sit back, not waste so much. Try to help some of your fellow men more than you are doing. We all should. Britain's the same, I'm not being a hypocrite. I went to an air show last weekend. It was like looking at a Nuremberg rally. That was the only comparison I could make. They were so passionate for the flag. God bless America. Don't we get blessed? Don't New Zealand get blessed? Is it just America gets blessed? It has become a very, very nationalistic country. The only thing that would really unify people on Earth is a threat from outer space or somewhere, so that we can all have one flag, and that can be Earth.
What year did you first come to the United States?
1949. I think a 16 day and a ship. And then I come to San Francisco, and then and the immigration for 1 week. Later on, my cousin is he go to Utah, Ogden, Utah. They hire you. They come here to teach you to cook.
What was it called? The name?
The name the Peacock Restaurant.
What street was the Chinese restaurant on?
And this street.
On Washington?
Oh, I was work very hard. I was work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. Very tough. We live in the building in here somewhere, and the second floor.
You live there?
Yeah. Well, 48 years, right? No restaurant in here no more.
My name is Pat DeLeo, and I'm president of the Santa Fe Public Radio Association.
My name is Sophie Stenier. I'm from France. I live in the east of France, in Lorraine.
We're in an age where coming to a resolution of peace, we should be looking at different ways to achieve that end. And bombing a country that has just experienced so much devastation and oppression already seems inappropriate.
It's frightening. What happened is very frightening, and now in France there are a lot of safety measures, and in all the public places we have to take care of baggage or bags and everything.
My name is Francisco Davalos.
What does freedom mean to you, Francisco?
Why me?
What does freedom mean to you? Freedom, what does it mean to you?
I don't know.
No?
I don't understand. No.
Here's a New Mexico City, right?
No. About the state.
Oh,
it's like California.
Oh,
okay?
the state.
New Mexico is the state.
New Mexico State.
The city is Albuquerque.
Albuquerque?
Albuquerque. Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, huh?
Kirk, with a K. Well,
Kirk.
with a Q.
Are you worried about anthrax? Are you worried about like getting poisoned, stuff like that?
No, I don't like.
No?
I like to drink a beer. It's just so.
Call from Helen?
Yeah, well, I just spoke to Helen, and she had another ultrasound, and she saw the baby's heartbeat.
Well, you want a boy or a girl, Jack?
Well, my preference is for a girl, but I'll be just as happy with a boy, as long as the baby's healthy. I've been eating these steaks. They've been cut about an inch and a half thick. I've been having those for breakfast because I'm on this protein diet. So
I think you're smart. You're not smart.
Intelligence has very little to do with this.
Well, you gotta kill yourself.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. In a Big Texan, and they have a 72-inch steak. No, 72-ounce steak. It's 4.5 pounds, right? And if you eat it within an hour, you get it for free.
Your mama, she don't like me. Run away from the door. If I didn't like you like that, come back here anymore.
Mind if I shoot a little video of you, James?
That's fine.
You're a star.
No Max, don't you?
We looked at that and we chickened out.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'll get this done, but I'm gonna try.
Give it a shot.
Great with another man, even though my bed. So play around the shack till they drink the back, then I roll it my sweet baby's on. Yeah!
Bravo, bravo.
All right, thank you.
My name's Bud, and I sell papers down here 7 days a week on assassination of President Kennedy. That was termed by a police officer who was asked where he thought shots come from, and he said the grassy knoll, and that term stuck ever since. You know, them people over there have been fighting over that land since before God came along, or Jesus Christ came along. And we're never going to change that. And as far as this terrorist goes, you know, we need to go over there and just put a big hole in the sand and take out all them mountains, make a big hole out of all them mountains that the Russians couldn't ever get through, and then we wouldn't have this problem with the terrorists no more.
November 22nd, 1963.
Yeah, I was working
at the Mill Rock.
In the Mill Rock, my leading boy tell me, he said Kennedy got shot.
I remember I was maybe 5 years old. I was at the Mill Rock, at the bar. No more cartoons, no nothing. Just all news. Listening over and over and over again.
My name's Ellen Edge and I'm a software engineer. Former software engineer.
My name's Hugh Spar and I used to be a software engineer, and we quit our jobs and we're just traveling around the country for 9 months. We noticed a lot more people feeling pride in the country. When we went up to Canada, we visited Canada in about May, and Canada had a lot more national pride at that point than we did. And it was kind of sad to see that they were all very pro-Canadian, and in the United States the people just didn't really realize what they had. But now, through September 11th, you really see that the people are starting to come back together, and it's nice to see.
Do you guys consider the U.S. at war?
Yes.
No.
Are you guys worried about biological terrorism, personally?
Yes.
No.
That X right there indicates where the shot that killed the president happened right there. Over there. Yeah, that was the final shot. The first shot was at the left here. How big are the cats out here?
Well, they get anywhere from 2 to 100 pounds.
What are you going to do with the 100-pound cat? There's a reason why nobody's here. But they're here. They're here. Come on, catch one. Catch one. That was the world's smallest fish.
Freedom to me is Dortmund Street. Being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Great food, great people, a lot of fun.
Doug, you willing to give up some of your freedom in order for increased security?
Yeah, you better believe it, but only for a short term. Once we got him taken care of, I want to go back.
You live in a van down by
The enemy isn't strong. They terrorists and we'll win. We beat Hitler. We beat Germany in World War I. These guys aren't that strong. They're even there for us.
What about biological terrorism? You worried about that?
No, because it can't last. We're going to win. We never lose. We are 14-0-1.
They're going crazy out here, man.
What's your biggest passion in life, Doug? What do you enjoy the most?
Food.
So then what they try to do is they put holes in the coffin so that the water would go into the coffin. But then the family, the family doesn't like it because they hear the sound of the water going in. So now instead they put the coffin up above. You okay? Hello? Something wrong. Baby didn't make it.
Huh?
The baby didn't make it.
Shit, Jack, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well.
Is she upset?
Yeah, it's just sad.
What's the stuff with that?
Well, baby didn't make it.
Is something wrong?
Buck, when he asks these kind of questions, always somebody did something wrong, so it just happens. Alright, love you, baby. Call me anytime. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, Bob, do you know who Elvis Presley is?
Who?
Elvis Presley.
I don't know.
Okay. You recognize anybody here?
Oh, Michael Jackson, huh?
When you, me, Linda, and Mama drove down to Disneyland, that's the day he died.
Who is that?
Elvis Presley. The Chinese, they call him Aiwang, the big king.
Diane Steinbach, I'm a housewife.
Jim Parks. I manage the KOA here at Graceland KOA.
I think it's terrible. You're scared to go anywhere. Every time you see a plane, you want to look up and see if it's going to fall, or it's terrible.
Other than living in fear, a little bit of fear, no. I mean, I still go on with my life because these terrorists, that's what they're trying to do, is make everybody run and hide. I'm not going to hide.
Well, I work up here at the KOA store right now, and when I touch the mail, I have to put this stuff on my hands that's supposed to kill anthrax or something. I don't know what it's supposed to do.
If the U.S. happened to capture Bin Laden, what do you think they should do?
Kill him on the spot. In fact, really, I believe they ought to bring him back here and have a public hanging like we used to do in the olden days. To let all the Americans watch him kick. I know that's uncivilized. That's my opinion.
This is the hotel where he got killed.
Oh. I thought the money.
Yeah. Dr. King. I'm not quite sure where the shooter was, but he was shot, and now they've turned this into a museum. Now there's people here that say $8 million to turn it into a museum. That's not good.
Well, you go to try to make some money.
My name is Nathan Jeffers. My occupation, I'm a public relations person, but I do a little telemarketing. I just love being, I'm a people person. I be around people, all kinds of people every day.
My name is Exie Hood. My occupation is labor.
Okay.
I work for Oscar Mayer.
Are you willing to give up any of your freedom in order to increase security in the United States? If it was necessary?
Yes, if that's what it takes, but in the United States, yes.
Do you think that the United States is at war?
Yes, some part, I do.
It ain't just about no terrorist thing. It's about money. And they just came and hit us in the heart. And what we're doing right now, and I hope it don't be like Vietnam, and go and fight a losing battle.
Are you worried about biological terrorism?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I feel within myself that our government doing things to help protect, so I'm not worried about it.
Freedom means being who you want to be, where you want to be. It means just having liberty, just being free. Just doing what you want to do. That is freedom. You're free, not for the world, but free to be you.
You ever been to New York City?
New York City? Nope.
And I know if you get on Broadway coming out of town, it will split right there.
Good morning, America. 1, 2, 3.
My name is Johnny Davenport. I'm an account analyst.
My name's Roy. I'm a musician / construction worker / whatever happens around the world. Freedom means the ability for me to go anywhere I want at any time without restrictions.
Not having the government tell you what you have to be and how you have to act. The freedom to choose your life as you want it.
You willing to give up any of your freedom for increased security?
Yeah, I think they could fingerprint you and document people more than they are right now. I think that's what they're going to do.
And you don't have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that at all.
I'm not willing to give up my freedom to choose for better security. I don't think that, quote, freedom is necessary to give up for better security. Time, maybe, but not freedom.
I don't want them in my house, but I don't mind them outside my house. If they have to come in my house, that's fine too.
My biggest passion, I think, is seeing people who believe that life is not good, life is not fair to them. My biggest passion is trying to help them see that life is good and can be made as good as you want it to be by your actions.
Except this, it doesn't matter. Short that? It's pretty good. It doesn't matter. Maybe about. My name
is Rashad Fakhruddin, and I'm the president of the Islamic Center of Nashville. As a volunteer, of course. My full-time profession is electrical engineering. I work for the local power company. Freedom means being able to practice your religion without anyone enforcing it on you, and having all the rights that God has given every individual, no matter of his race, color, language, religion.
I have a school bus parked outside that's painted Stars and Stripes. And we started making a trip across the United States. And so we did Las Vegas, Grand Canyon, Santa Fe, Dallas, New Orleans, and now we're moving to Nashville.
I've been in the States basically almost all my life, 31 years. I've been in Nashville. And growing up here, I mean, I never had to feel like I'm another person or I'm from a foreign background. Of course, American citizen. Sometimes I feel like maybe other people are looking at me or wondering, am I a terrorist? And this country was built on freedom. And, I mean, people fled countries in Europe so they could practice their religion without being persecuted. And there are a lot of rights that the United States practices, implements, that you don't see around the world. And I'd like to see them continue that. But at the same time also learn more about the cultures outside of the U.S., learn about other countries, cultures. I think the more we know about each other, the better understanding we have of each other, the easier it is to live in peace amongst each other.
Thank you. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Thank you.
Where you from?
California.
Oh Lord, man, you're from away from here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did you drive up in that?
Yeah. Met with my dad, 76 years old.
72 today.
72, young man. Young kids.
Yeah, I started to say young man to him. He looks a whole lot younger than I do, don't he? Right?
Jack.
Lewis.
Hi, Lewis. Yeah, all the way over. You know, people are honking and thumbs up and that kind of stuff. And you know what?
That gets you right here.
That's part of the reason. You know?
See, I was with the 11th Airborne in the South Pacific.
Where?
In the South Pacific. Of course, World War II was like this. Everybody was gung-ho.
Yeah.
Now, it's not so much so. I think we're doing right. I really think we're doing right. I think we ought to support our government in every way we can.
Yeah.
I really believe that. But I'm anti-war, but I'm also 100% self-defense. I don't think we ought to go to war just to improve our economy or something of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
What concerns me when it's all over and done with, will we go back to the sleep period and forget about it all?
Mm-hmm. Which I hope we're not slipping into already.
I'm afraid of that. No, I'm not worried about the terrorists. For me.
Yeah. They got better things to do than come after you and me. They gotta go
Right,
after the guys to make a statement.
The big, yeah. Take the big CNN pictures out of it, and they're out of it.
Yeah.
They pose for pictures, per se. Does it strike you funny that whenever something happens, there's a camera there?
Oh, there it is right there.
That's the Pentagon.
Oh my God. Okay, and then close this off here.
My name's Isaac Saravia, and I'm a body shop manager. Well, after 9/11, security here in Washington, D.C. is pretty tough. I mean, I always say if we open our doors, you know, thieves are going to come in. So I agree with it. I know they're taking away some of our freedom by it, but I feel safer. You know, when I board the airplanes, I feel safe going through security and all that. I don't mind an extra weight.
Is there anything that you're doing, any precautions you're taking that you wouldn't be taking normal?
Well, I bought a couple gas masks for my family. I mean, I do live in Washington, D.C.
Any fishing in here, George?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I don't think we should be, you know, the big brother to everybody all the time. I think this is one time we should just sit back, relax, and let them do whatever they want to do over there as long as they don't come over here.
What's your passion?
Fun. Fun and excitement.
And how do you get fun and excitement here in D.C.?
Here in D.C., I go fishing, hunting.
Getting any fish in the Potomac there behind you?
Yeah. It's been good. Potomac's been good this fishing season.
No fish. It could.
It's a good sized hit. It wasn't a largemouth. It you know, it pulled pretty good. And I pulled it. It just had this part like this. Yeah, but you know what? The fish, they see it. Okay, they see the hook. Well, how many fish do you catch? Two teenagers fishing at the Potomac. They see a man flailing in the water, obviously drowning. They look at each other and they start swimming towards him to go rescue him. They bring him back on shore and they find out it's Bill Clinton. Now, they resuscitate him. Bill Clinton's all grateful. He says to the two boys, "Boys, look, thank you for saving my life. Whatever you want, you get." And one of the boys looks up to him and says, "Gee, I'd really like to go to West Point." And Bill Clinton says, "Son, you're in, no problem." The other kid looks at him and says, "Oh, Mr. President, I'd like to go be buried in Arlington Cemetery." And Bill Clinton says to him, "Well, you can't be more than 13 or 14 years old. Why are you already thinking about being buried?" And the little boy looks up to him and says, "Well, Mr. President, when I tell my daddy I saved your life, he's going to kill me."
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll get going. All right. We're gonna drive in the American flag school bus. Look. Hi. Yeah. You want to go in the bus? You want to go on, Emma? Show your friend. Go on, Em. Emma, it's okay. Come on, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. I don't know. Look at the water. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Hi, Mister.
There we go. How dare they cut off the Freedom Bus? Yeah. New Yorkers, there's no... Screw the Freedom Bus, I'm late.
Go! Go!
They're all real. There was a pedestrian bridge that attached the World Trade Center to that building that all the news footage was of that collapsing. That was right in the middle, blocking West Street.
None of them, huh?
Do you think your friend's father would mind if I photographed him?
No, not here in Florida. That's in California. And the people cars.
Amy Stein, photographer. I've probably lost the freedom to, you know, when I go in, when I travel, I can't take my film anymore. I can't not put it through the X-ray machine. That's a very small freedom to lose. I watch more where I am. I try not to take the subway during rush hour. I've put together a backpack of things I would want to take, like water and power bars and photographs, and sort of thinking, well, what if I had to leave my house suddenly? And I'm concerned about Manhattan being kind of an isolated base for a terrorist attack.
I'm Rosemary.
My name is Gilroy Winston.
I'm working in disaster relief down in New York City.
It's Fred Romley, and I am a real estate broker